In this session, we're going to try and answer the question, what are muscles? So we're going to find out what muscles are and how skeletal muscles help us move. So we've already found out that we need the right amount and type of food to give us energy to move, and that our skeletons help our bodies to move too. But what else do we need to make us move? Pause the video and have a little think, share your ideas, and then come and join me when you're ready. So what else do we need to make us move? Well, we need muscles. We need muscles to be able to move. We have hundreds of different muscles in our bodies, and muscles are made of lots of small, stretchy fibers grouped together. And there's 3 different types of muscle. We have smooth muscles. Now, these are muscles that move without you controlling them. So such as those in your digestive system, that system where you'll process food and sort of take the energy out and get rid of the waste. You've got your cardiac muscles, and these are muscles that control the heart and help to pump the blood all around your body. And we have skeletal muscles. These muscles are attached to bones, and these are the muscles that you move when you want to. So you can use your skeletal muscles to kick a ball, walk, hold a pen, lots of other things. So our smooth muscles and our cardiac muscles, these move without us needing to do anything. It's the skeletal muscles that we make do things. Because each movement your body makes uses muscles, from blinking your eyelids to kicking your legs. We use our muscles thousands of times every single day without even thinking about it. So can you use your muscles to smile just using one side of your mouth, not both? Give that one a go. How about using your muscles to wink? Can you wink with one eye? What about the other eye? And can you use your muscles to move each of your fingers one by one? What about all together? A little fact for you, did you know that the strongest muscles in your body are those you chew with? As well as using your muscles for moving, we also need muscles for sitting still. Our muscles and skeleton work together to support us and keep us upright. If we had no muscles, our bodies would just slump into a heap. So whatever we are doing, we're using our muscles. So let's have a little look at how they work. So these diagrams show someone lifting a weight up and down, and they're a perfect example to see how muscles work in pairs. So this muscle is called the flexor, and it contracts to make it smaller. As it's attached to the forearm, the bottom of your arm, it pulls that bottom part, that forearm, upwards as it contracts. Try pulling your arm up at the moment and feeling that muscle to see what happens to the flexor. Now the flexor is matched up with another muscle. This one's called the extensor, and this is the back of your arm. As the flexor contracts, that muscle at the front, the extensor relaxes to allow the bone to move. So as one contracts, the other relaxes. Now in this diagram we can see the flexor relaxing. It gets longer, and this is what allows the arm to move back down again. So if the flexor is relaxing, what do you think could be happening to the extensor? Exactly, it's going to contract, it's going to get smaller. So as the flexor relaxes, the extensor contracts. So what I want you to do now is to use your hand to gently feel the muscles in your upper arm. These muscles are called the biceps. So move your forearm up and down and think what those biceps does. Can you feel them contract? Can you feel them relax? Your muscles get stronger the more you use them. And if your muscles are used to being used, they get bigger and more flexible. If they're not being used to being used and are suddenly used without being warmed up, your muscles can get tired and sore. Think about how you feel after a break away from school when your teacher makes you do an extended piece of writing. Think about how much your hand aches. This is because your hand, the muscles in it, aren't used to being used because you've had some time off. However, think about how your hand feels when you write that extended piece of writing in the middle of the year, when you had lots of opportunities to practice using those muscles. It's far easier to do. Dancers and gymnasts spend a long time stretching their muscles so they're flexible. And bodybuilders and other sporty people build up their muscles so they are really, really strong. Now, animals have lots of muscles too, just like we do. And animals develop muscles that help them to survive. So thinking about that idea of the more we write, the easier we find it because our muscles get used to it. Animals are thinking about the same thing. So we develop our muscles in our hands to help us be able to manipulate our pencils and pens. But what do you think these animals have? What do you think the muscles that they've been working on and they've developed? And how do those muscles help them survive in their habitats? Pause the video for a moment and I want you to think about what have the cheetahs, crocodiles and eagles done to their bodies to develop some muscles, and why have they chosen those specific muscles to develop over time? So pause the video, have a little think, come and join me so we can see what our answers are going to be. So cheetahs have strong leg muscles, so they can run really, really fast to catch their prey. If they can't run fast enough, they can't catch their prey, they'll have no food and they could die. Crocodiles have really powerful jaw muscles, so they can catch and kill their prey easily. They clamp their mouths around them and they don't let go. Again, if their muscles aren't strong enough, the prey will be able to escape. They'll go without food, again, potentially dying. But our third one, the eagle. Eagles and other birds have powerful wing muscles, so they can fly for long periods of time because they're going to be swooping around to look for their food. You notice there's a little pattern going on. Well, all animals seem to have developed muscles based on what they need to do. We think about our gymnasts. They develop their muscles to be flexible so they can perform the way they need. Bodybuilders are building up their muscles to make them stronger so they can lift things. Cheetahs, their leg muscles so they're fast. Crocodiles, their jaw muscles so they can grab hold of things. And birds, their wings to allow them to fly. We develop the muscles that we need to use. Now, for this session's activity, I want you to test out some things with your muscles. So I've given us 4 challenge cards. And what I want you to do is I want you to act out each of those challenge cards and think about the questions that you're being asked. So I want you to hold your hand out and I want you to bend each finger in your hand one at a time without the other fingers bending. Then I want you to be lifting your feet up and down. And every time you're doing this, I want you to be thinking about what are your muscles doing. And I want you to make a little note about what you feel when this is happening. So now it's time to head off to do your independent activity. I want you to test out each one of our challenge cards and be thinking about the questions they're asking and thinking about the answers you can do based on what you've investigated, what you've explored. So good luck with today's work. I hope you enjoy the activities.